Hi, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper, and I have another great journal. I did this one out of a antique children's book, and it's called Let's Look Around, and the cover is these four children exploring, and then the spine has the title here, and the back has, it's probably one of the prettiest backs of a book I've ever seen. It's got the cardinal, the trees, the butterflies, the little frog on the mushrooms, and these two little elves underneath the ground in the roots of the tree. It's very, very sweet. And I made this bangle here out of some vintage jewelry and chain. So let's do a little journey on the inside of this journal. Here are the original pages from Let's Look Around. And this is from 1941, this book here. And this is a fun little pocket that has this wonderful receipt from 1953 from the White House Baking Company. And then on this side, we've got an envelope that I made out of an antique book page. So that's a journaling page there. And all of this is done on top of a vintage sewing book page. I've made quite a few of these, so you're going to be seeing a lot of them. I just love them so much. And then another little original book page image there of a dog. Here's a little bunny pattern instruction from a vintage pattern book. And this is a typed recipe from the Nielsen Chocolate Factory. And this is a 1950s Theatre World magazine page. And on here, I've just made a little pocket out of an antique music sheet with fun little things I made a cluster out of. And then these little tartan buttons here. I think awesome. And those would be a button that you would have wrapped fabric around to make it match whatever you were using it for. So somebody can have fun with those by wrapping their own fabric around there and using them. This is the cover of a music sheet. We used to be able to buy just one song at a time. Actually, you still can. And in here, I just made that into a little journaling spot. This is an old canasta score sheet here. And there is a lovely little insert here. Let me just be careful pulling that out. And this is from the 1800s. And look at this plate under onion paper, the junction of the Greta and the T's. It's absolutely spectacular, worthy of framing, but you can use it for anything you like, even for journaling if you want. A little hidden spot under here. And this is from the inside of a book spine here, and just little bits of old paper. Over here, it's just a fun little piece of a vintage Victoriana furniture book. And these are all the flip sides of those pages in that signature. And then this is a vintage doily I made into a pocket. And this is the softest piece of it's fabric that they would have pulled with thread to make this pattern inside of the fabric. It's absolutely lovely. You can do anything with that. And a 1940s gardening seed magazine, which is kind of cool. And this is from 1904, a very fabulous postcard from Ireland. That's Belfast there. It's spectacular. It's one of the oldest ones I have. So very happy to put that in this journal. And then this is from the Paris, France Almanac page for December 3rd and 4th. If you want me to switch the date out for another date, you just let me know at checkout on Etsy when you purchase any of my journals. I'll switch those out for you. Over here is just a souvenir page from the Lincoln Souvenir Book 1955, bought in Washington, D.C. And this is from the 1856 it's a veterinary book on caring for farm and wild animals. So this one is the goose here, and I love these pages. Just the cover of a youth songbook. Look at how fun that is. I just love it. Just more of that booklet there. Radio favorites here. This is an original ticket. It is a bank interest ticket that would have been good. You would have purchased it, and then it was good for 5% until the year October 1930, and that's a German ticket there. Another journaling envelope tucked into this pocket on a French antique page. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing back there. There we go. This is from a 1949 gardening book as well, or seed booklet. This is made from 2 different children's books, a little pocket here with the birds. And then this is a photo of a girl all dressed up and ready to go. That's all I know is her name is Joan. And I know exactly the address of this house she's standing in front of in Toronto. Actually, if anybody ever wanted to know the address, I could give them that. Just a little piece of needlepoint here. That was upholstered needlepoint, and more tea-dyed pages I add into, well, everything else is original antique ephemera. Just another little cluster here, and a Italian language book here with a beautiful plate in it. Gorgeous plate there. And this is from Dr. Seuss book, children's book, and it was printed in 1971, I believe. Just another antique page here for journaling on, a vintage stamp, and an 1892 Demarest Family Magazine page here, which is looks like it is celebrating Independence Day. It's got fireworks and all kinds of fun things there. And that's tucked into a pocket made out of postage stamp collector's page. 1905 How to Make a Garden book page there. Another cover of a gardening book here. And there's that How to Make a Flower Garden from 1905 again. Another pocket here from a vintage page. And an antique book page here that I put a vintage stamp on. And another one here, Are You My Mother? The little bird is saying. And that's a Dr. Seuss book as well. Another one of the Italian book pages. And on our last signature, this is just some very old tissue here that I made some little bows out of. Very pretty image. A vintage botanical book. A vintage recipe. 1955 Polish embroidery page in full color. I made that my center spread there. It is stunning. Just stunning. And more of the same here, different pictures, same books. And that brings us to the very last page of the book here and the original inside. So I hope you love it. I'm about to put it on Etsy. You can go to hyperstamper.etsy.com and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.